Hey there, it's Phil again. Today we're going to go over the earthquake leap bar build, a Might of the Earth set. I've already went up to the leaderboards. I couldn't find anyone using this set on the higher leaderboards, so we'll just look at my gear. Okay, the Might of the Earth set. Okay, it reduces cooldown, earthquake, avalanche, leap, and ground stomp by 1 second for every 30 fury you spend with an attack. Leap causes an earthquake when you land. Additionally, leap gains the effect of Iron Impact rune, and the rune's effect and duration are increased by 150%. Increase the damage of earthquake, avalanche, leap, ground stomp, ancient spear, and seismic slam by 1200%. Okay, we use the ancient spear as our finisher. I've tried the seismic slam and just a little slow. It just, the damage just isn't there to do higher grifts. But in the next season, they're making a modification to the weapon. Let me see if I have one in stash. I don't think so. I think I put on another character. I'm the world's biggest Diablo hoarder. But what I hoard is all ancient, good gear. I like to play with the builds. The problem is there's not enough time in between seasons to play with the builds, so I end up with a lot of junk that's really kind of just taking up stash space. Okay, anyways, I don't have the hammer. I can't remember the name of it. And it's probably here. I don't even see it in here. Well, what is up with that? Oh, right here it is. Fury of the Vanished Peak. Reduces the fury cost of seismic slam by 50%, but they're doing something else with the damage with this, so it can probably be a potentially good weapon for this build. There's like a Hota variation, a seismic barb. Not very efficient, or wasn't, and maybe now. Alright, so your 3 items you want here is your 300 spear, because it increases the damage of weapon throw and ancient spear by 60%, or furnace, because the furnace does 50% extra damage to the bosses, the elites, champions. You definitely gotta have the loot socks. Leap can be cast up to 3 times within 2 seconds before the cooldown. So you get 3 leap charges, and then you do a weapon toss and or boulder toss, and then it cools down your leap. Pretty much should cool it down instantly. There's been occasions that it hasn't. Alright, and then Band of Might. This is basically for your protection. After casting Furious Charge, Ground Stomp, or Leap, take 60% reduced damage for 8 seconds. You definitely need this. Now there's 2 different types of jewelry that you can wear. You can actually wear this and use, I feel this is the best set, the focus and the restraint. But let's go over here. Take some Maria's kaleidoscope. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can do the compass rose. Oh no, it's the Traveler's Pledge and the compass rose. And while moving, damage take is reduced by up to 50%. So while you're leaping, you're taking less damage. While standing still, damage dealt is increased by up to 100%. So when you stop to do your boulder toss, then your damage is increased by 100%. But this gives me 100% all the time. As long as I boulder toss and leap, I can keep that 100% going. 3 leaps and 1 boulder toss, and that'll trigger both sides of this set. I use the percentage to life vitality gem in the helm, because the cooldown is actually triggered by the boulder toss, so I don't need the diamond for the cooldown. I'm using a Hellfire Amulet. Some people use Maria's Kaleidoscope in here instead of the Hellfire Amulet, but I just happen to find a decent Hellfire Amulet, that's why I'm using that. And plus it gives me the Bloodthirst passive, and that improves my defense. And then I use the Bane of the Stricken for damage against elites, or each attack you make against an enemy increases the damage it takes from your attacks by 1.64%. Though actually you're increasing damage with even mobs, anything. But the big bonus is gain 25% increased damage against bosses and Rift Guardians. Sukla's Salvation. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not. That's, gives me my increased damage with the boulder toss, ancient spear, 140% increased damage. And, alright, and this is the weapon of preference. This one is like a high damage weapon, and this one has some vitality in it. It's a little bit lower damage, but a little bit better survivability. Plus, Warcry and Threaten and Shout causes an avalanche with this weapon, and your Earthquake, all your buffs are based around that Earthquake. This Red Iron, most your elite barbs will wear this, but I don't ground stomp, so why would I wear this? I know it increases avalanche damage by 191%. Most of my damage comes from Earthquake. So I've replaced that with the Ancient Witching Hour, which gives me mega damage more. I'm going to switch it out. Let's see. Okay, I get 17.1% more damage wearing the Witching Hour than wearing the Dread Iron. Yeah, I've been able to replace some of the diamonds with rubies. I've increased the spare bonus on my armor, and my Paragon levels have allowed me to replace survivability with damage. This alteration gem helps with my toughness. Bane of the Trap, because I'm leaping, I'm actually stunning, and this increases my damage. And that's pretty much it, except for the skills. So we'll go over those. Okay, I'm using Ancient Spear Boulder Toss. That's my finisher. Battle Rage Bloodshed. Because it increases my critical hit chance, and bloodshed causes damage to other enemies. When I kill one enemy, it explodes and does area damage. Threaten, Shout, Falter. Falter strikes fear into the enemies and makes them take increased damage. Veteran's Warning, this helps my dodge chances, and for some reason Veteran's Warning is better with Warcry with this build. Increased fury generation, impunity. That doesn't help as much as the dodge chance with this build. Okay, I'm using Rampage. Okay, Earthquake Cave-In. The reason I use that is because the earthquake causes the mobs to cave in together, and I get a tighter mob, and then my leaps can do more damage if the mobs are tighter. And then Leap Iron Impact. Let me see why I changed that. Iron Impact. Increase your armor for a limited time. Actually, I need to change the Death Above, because the armor set automatically gives me the Iron Impact rune. I was probably testing something. Alright, let's get that. Animosity just helps with my fury and the amount of damage that I can do with that boulder toss. It gives me more fury for the boulder toss, because the boulder toss takes all of my fury and converts it to damage. Other than I gain 30 fury when avalanche or earthquake is triggered. It helps to rebuild my fury back up fairly quick. Ruthless, deal 40% additional damage and below 30% health. Rampage increases your strength, and strength equals armor plus damage. And on this this amulet, we get the Bloodthirst passive. And Bloodthirst is actually, let's take a look and see what the Bloodthirst is. If I can find it. Each point of fury spent heals you for 966 life. Heal amount is increased by 1% of your health globe healing bonus. So it's really good for survivability, Bloodthirst. Alright, so that concludes my Elite Barb build. Next, I'm going to work on a 80 Rift, basically to show the gameplay and the strategy of how to complete that Rift and win that Rift with the Earthquake build, the Elite Barb Earthquake build. Okay, thanks for watching, and if you subscribe to the channel, there's a little bell. Once you subscribe, if you have an account with YouTube, you click on that little bell and it will let you know every time I post a new video, and give you a heads up. Keep coming back, because I've got a lot of stuff that I want to go over and post up there. Thanks again for watching.